Welcome to part 2 of the Adventure Forward review. Okay, if you have not watched the previous part, there will be a link in the description, at the top of the description, and I'll also link the first video in the pinned comment. So, if you missed the first one, it's fine, just click the link in the description and you can watch it there. Okay, with that said, we can go into World 6. Welcome to Sand Brick Sandbox. This world's pretty fun. I like it a lot. This is the obligatory desert level of the game. So, expect a lava level soon, because that's totally in this game. Yeah, there's definitely a lava level. But, that aside, we can get into the first star of this world. The Secret of the Bucket. This is not when I skip in my runs, surprisingly enough. I actually, usually go through this one first, so that's cool. Also, if you can't tell by the massive amount of it's because, well, this video isn't scripted. Neither was the last one, so I'm just giving my thoughts as I go through the stars. Oh! But, overall, I think this star is pretty good. I love the gold aesthetic it has. It just looks so nice and fancy, if you will. But that's all my thoughts on this star, so we can move on to the next one. Sandstone Switcheroo. This one, well, this is not one I skip in most of my runs. We'll get to that one next. But, I like Sandstone Switcheroo. The mechanic is really fun. I love how they use switches in this level. You press the button and these become platforms instead of insta-kills. I think it's clever. And I like the way they went about it. So, and that's really all I have to say about this star. So let's move on to the one I skip in all my runs. The jump rope course. This is the one that I always skip. Every single time. I never play this one. For a very good reason. This one, it's not that the star is bad. Granted, it was infuriating my first time around, but this is a fun star. But the problem is that it's too long for speed runs. Which is nothing against the star itself, like I said. It's just that it's too long for my runs, and I can't really afford to do it. Not to mention that even if I knew glitches, it's so out of the way that why the hell would you bother? I'm very bad at the star. Oh jeez, I have not done this one in ages. Okay. But that is all I really have to say. This star is good, but unfortunately I have to skip it most of the time. And now we have the final star I will be going over in this world, Tornado Spinout. This one focuses on these little teleporter thingies. This will be incredibly important later in the game, so it's great that they chose to teach you about these early on in the or at least in the mid game. It's a good move on the devs' part, and I really appreciate it. It is not a move that has gone unappreciated. Believe me. I like the star. It does a good job at introducing the tornadoes, and overall it's just fun to go through. It feels like little bits and pieces of a bigger picture, and then you get rewarded for getting through it, and it's nice. I like it. This is a good star. Anyway, cut to the challenge course. Cut to the challenge course! World 6 challenge course. I love this one for a main reason. It's another Dash Pepper course, baby! I love things where I can go high speed. That's why I somewhat enjoy Sonic games. Mania! Fucking masterpiece. The music is also a bop. Sewer Streams, got that in my playlist. But, overall, I think this challenge course is really damn good. Anyway, on to World 7. Psych again! We have a Ellipse boss fight. This boss fight is good. I like this fight a lot. I like this fight for actually different reasons than I like the Compel fight. I like this fight because it's challenging. It's a good fight. It's a nice bout, you know? Just two idiots with celestial powers going the fuck at it. Although, obviously, you already know who wins going in. You know, the one who physically can't die. That's all I have to say about the boss fight, so cut to World 7, but actually this time. Welcome to World 7, the Mad Dragon Festival. Mad Dragon Festival, baby! I'm so stupid. But, I like this world a lot. It's my third favorite, right behind Star Sanctuary and another one we'll get to later. But this world is really nice. Like, look at this, man! I love the, like, aesthetic that it went for. Anyway, cut to the first star. Trial of the Seven Dragons. This star physically hurts me to do, which is why I literally always skip it. I skip two of the main stars on this one, actually. Yeah, I skipped two of them. I probably shouldn't. I probably should start not skipping one of them, but whatever. Yeah, this is a star that oh yeah, I just cannot do this one. At least, yeah, this one is not a fun one. This one, actually, you know what, no, this one's fun once you get the hang of it, but getting the hang of it is another story. I like this star, I like what it went for, but I just think that it's a bit hard to get the hang of. Cut to the next star. Our next star is Ninja Rooftop Run. I have a question for you. What do you get when you mix Dash Pepper courses, which I already love, with Mad Dragon Festival's amazing aesthetic? You get this fucking masterpiece. That's what you get, motherfucker. This course is amazing. It's my favorite star in the game. Hands down. Well, I mean, the fire breathing is a little wonky with the hitboxes, but that's my only tiny nitpick about it. But overall, this star, best one in the game. And that is my opinion on this star, so I'm going to cut to the next one. The Dragon Ball course. This is one I don't skip, but I probably should, because it's just no. And the last star of this world is one I should stop skipping, because it's way less annoying and it's not a marble course, but whatever. I don't know if that'd make me go slower or faster, so I don't know if I want to take the risk. But overall, this is a fucking marble course. What do you expect me to say? What do you expect me to say? Oh, it's godlike and it's the best star in the game? Nah. Ninja Rooftop Run, man. Takes the cake. And all this gets is the sloppy sloppy oatmeal cookies. Anyway, on to the last star. Here we have our final star of this world. Into the dojo. This is the one I should stop skipping, because it gives a good amount of red coins, which means I have to focus, which means I don't have to focus on getting them as much in Ninja Rooftop Run. Which, as much as I love that star, having to go out of your way to get a lot of those red coins is a bit infuriating. So, that's why I should probably stop skipping this star, because it does a lot of that work for me. But overall, this star is a blast. I love Into the Dojo. Like, look at this, man! The music ain't bad either. Oh, and, I mean, the spinny things can be a little annoying, but you learn to deal with them. Anyway, on to the challenge course. Erlen's challenge course. It's a Dash Pepper course. On to World 8! On to World 8, right? On to World 8. Okay, jokes aside, this one is really good. Not only because I have a bias towards Dash Pepper courses, but Atomic Bonsai is a bop, for one. It makes use of the conveyors. You'll miss being able to avoid those in the post game, which I will not go over in this review, so I don't know, fuck you, I guess. That's a joke. Please keep watching. I'm sorry. But anyway, I love this challenge course. The music is perfect. It being a Dash Pepper course is always a plus. And I generally enjoy the amount of, well, challenge it brings to the table. So, yeah, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 challenge course right there. Not 10 out of 10 for the game. We'll see my final rating later. World 8, Battery Canyon. This world, I don't enjoy it all that much, honestly. Look, man, I don't like World 8 because all of the stars are incredibly long, and a certain one is incredibly infuriating. Looking at you, particle acceleration. Speaking of particle acceleration, welcome to particle acceleration. Remember when I said you'd miss the ease of these marble courses? Yeah, this is the bullshit I was talking about. Fuck this star. I hate it for a lot of reasons. All of which are incredibly valid. For example, that. And also these little spherical things that also insta-kill you. It's just not really a fun time. And there's no way to cheese it either, so, and this course is lactose intolerant, as I like to call it, so you can't cheese it. Sucks! You're gonna have to do this the hard way, and the hard way is really damn sucky. Battery Labs. I like the star. It's okay. Well, I mean, it's, like I said, it's okay. It's nothing to write home about, but it's not bad either. So, it's just You'll find me saying that about a lot of stars in this world. So, buckle up for a lot of Before we continue, I want to point out a small mistake I made. The star we just did was Underground Reservoir, not Battery Laboratories. We'll be doing Battery Laboratories next. Battery Laboratories. This one is good. I like it. You get to go like high up and shit. It's cool. That's honestly all I have to say about it. Let's move on. Let's move on. No. Solar Powered Run. It's a Dash Pepper course. You know exactly what I'm going to say. It's amazing. Now, this could be my bias for Dash Pepper courses talking, and that's 100% possible. But I think this one's good because later in the star, it incorporates a puzzle, which is not something you see often with these things. You know? You don't see a puzzle in a scenario about speed. Like right here, this is the puzzle I was talking about. You'll see what it's like. It's really fun. I like the star a lot. Cut to the challenge course. Minos Challenge Course. I like this one a lot. It's, well, I mean, actually, the beginning segment is spherical. Let's just put it that way. Because you all know how I feel about marble courses by this point. But this one isn't as bad as particle acceleration. Oh, God. Even saying that name out loud gives me, not fun memories of bashing my head against a wall for an hour straight. Dear God. I cannot stress this enough. Particle acceleration sucks. It's my least favorite star in the game. But this isn't about particle acceleration. This is about Minos Challenge Course. And it's pretty great, honestly. I like this one. 9 out of 10. Huh, well, isn't that interesting? Welcome to Distortion Paradise. This place is quite literally hell. And I don't mean that in a, like, literally but also figuratively sense. I mean that this is literally hell. Like, literally. This is hell. Whatever. Enough explaining, just cut to the first star already. What the fuck? Welcome to Danger Mountain. The only volcano star in the game, actually. You'd think there'd be like an obligatory volcano level, but no. We just get this, and honestly, I'm satisfied with it. I was never really a fan of lava levels anyway, so... Also, no, bonus levels don't count. Fuck off. If bonus levels did count, I would be in God, I can't speak today, but whatever. This is a good lava level. I like it. Pretty good. Cut to the next one. Over arrow pads. Well, honestly, if I had to be like super honest, like super honest, I'd give this one a conveyor out of 10. Distorted Skies. It's a dash pepper course. I'll take your entire stock. Distorted Depths. You will learn one thing while trying to obtain this star, and it's that the eyeball thingies, the eyeball little boys, are fucking trained US snipers. What the hell is this? Look at that. It's crazy. But overall, the star is pretty okay. On to the challenge course, aka Hell Inside of Hell. Welcome to Ixel's challenge course, or as I described it earlier, Hell Inside of Hell. This is the hardest challenge course in the game by far. And I mean by far. When you first go through here, it will feel like a massive difficulty spike. Because it is. But the reason it hasn't caused me to go insane is because it's possible. I feel like this this course puts the challenge in challenge course. Oh god. But enough talk. On to the obviously incoming boss fight. This fight really kicks it up a notch, that's for sure. This fight is incredibly hard and it's nothing like the previous two. I love this fight. It's a good one. But, oh boy, does it really put your patience to the test the first time around. Because he may be frail, but he doesn't go down that easily. He'll go down kicking, man. Trust me. Okay, before we move on to the final world, I need to say this. If you do not want the end of Adventure 4 2 spoiled for you, click off right now! Because there are massive spoilers up ahead. With that out of the way, let's continue. When entering the hub after getting your ninth symbol, you'll immediately notice that Seom is missing, and if you haven't noticed, Anshine will point it out to you when you talk to him. If you're looking for Seom, they seem to have vanished without a trace. It's possible that they're in some hidden section of Sky Emporium we haven't been to yet. Keep on the lookout for anything new and unusual. And follow his advice. Keep a lookout. I'm gonna cut to the next segment. Take the door on the right, and you'll see all of the points gathered here. They all have something to say about how odd the situation is, but that's not really important to what's coming up, so I am going to not talk to these 9 in my playthrough, but you can go ahead and do it in yours if you would like. And I'm gonna read the dialogue off here. Ixel, there doesn't seem to be any trace of Seom here. Was your conclusion perhaps Aranis? I don't know how you say that. That's a weird word. Yeah, I don't see anything here either. Sorry. I'm gonna keep quiet, so I'll just let you read that one. Whoa, where did this come from? Ixel got voices in his head? No, I've seen everything. You don't have eyes. And there right there. Hello there. What seems to be the issue? Foolishness. Now, after what just happened, you may be a little confused by multiple things. One, what the hell just happened? Two, why are we at a tea party? And no, jumping off does not work here. I'm glad that you two can make it to our tea party. What in the world? Is that Stratosphere? That is Stratosphere. You know what? I'll just let the game say. Time for the final world, baby. Here we go. Welcome to Shattered Shardscape, my favorite world in the game. Ho ho ho, this world gives me goosebumps, baby. This is a distorted version of Sky Emporium. Or maybe it's what Sky Emporium was meant to be the whole time. Who really knows? But all I know is that this is a damn good final world. Now, granted, a distortion of the hub world wouldn't be great for every kind of game like this, but I do think this is the perfect end world for Adventure 4 2 in particular. I think this final world does everything it needs to, and frankly, if you really take the time to think about this world, like, in depth, it's honestly kind of terrifying, you know? Like I said in my speedrun, for those of you who got to watch it before it got unlisted, it's terrifying that this is someone's perfect world. This is Sean's perfect world. And that is unsettling. And that's why I like him a lot, because he's confusing and he's unsettling. And that never really goes away, even when you learn what his motives are. Like, in my opinion, Sam is a kind of... I don't know how to describe this, but he's a little scary, if you really think about it. Because, you know, he's this guy, right, with all this power. We literally just saw him murder people across fucking dimensions or some shit. But he's a strong dude. And this is what he thinks is perfect. That's terrifying. That's genuinely horrifying. And I love that. In my opinion, I feel like Shattered Shardscape is kind of a delve into someone's mind if you really think about it extensively. But obviously, overthinking things isn't for everyone. It's definitely for me, though, so I overthought it. Am I probably looking too deep into this world? Yeah, but it's my favorite, so who cares, right? Point is, Shattered Shardscape is amazing. This is my favorite world in the game, and I have literally no qualms with it. Absolutely none. Zilch. I have nothing bad to say about this world. Unlike the previous two. Well, unlike Battery Canyon. Particles acceleration, motherfucker. But, still, this world is good. And now, it's time for another cutscene, baby. And a very important cutscene at that. So I will let you all read the upcoming dialogue. He's here to serve a narrative. And then, boom! It's his narrative. He does all of this for his story. And it's not even focused on him. It's focused on you. And that is why I love Xion. Because he's so insane. So deliberately batshit crazy that it's really fascinating. And that's why Sion's my favorite character. Not because he's the cardboard cutout tutorial character, but because of this shit. Beep boop, I am a rope. That one never gets old. However, I'm gonna skip this because this is just motivational bullshit. And now we have the boss fight against Xiom. Let's fucking do it, baby! I love this fight. A lot of people say it's too easy for the penultimate boss, but who cares, man? Who cares? In my opinion, I really don't think this fight was meant to be hard. I think it's more of a cinematic kind of fight. Since, you know, that's what it is. It's a cinematic fight. Especially since he's not the final boss, he's the penultimate one. Although, if you do get hit, you get pretty heavily punished for it. Well, except for some of the attacks, but look at that. I got hit once by his sword and it did that. Xion deals a lot of damage, it's just that people find his attacks easy to avoid, which makes sense because imagine getting punished that hard for attacks that are super hard to avoid. That'd be borderline unfair, honestly. But now we can move on to more story. Boom! Stratosphere breaks free. And then they talk about, like, stuff to prove that Stratosphere is the first star savior. Yeah! The first star savior fought himself! Some crazy shit. Oh, also, by the way, Xiomso stole our shooting star, so that's cool. And now, I will let him speak. This guy is creepy, and I like it. We are, in fact, on a one-way track to Crazy Town, brother, and the train ain't stopping! The mental side. Celestial's symbol. He is Celestial. I love this twist so much. And I really hope that I didn't spoil it for you. But if I did, all I'm gonna say is I literally did warn you. So, don't get mad at me in the comments if you got it spoiled, because I warned you. Come on, mate. Oh, that's a long teleportation. Okay, I'll cut to when the fight starts. The final boss, Celestial. This fight is amazing. It's nothing like the others, and it's nothing like Ixal's either. In this fight, you have to collect all of the symbols you've already collected in order for this to happen. This is my favorite fight in the game. No contest. Come on, man. Like, look at this. It's so cinematic, and it's challenging, too. I love this fight. It's great. It's less of a shooter kind of fight, and it's more focused on the platforming aspects that the main gameplay uses. And I like that a lot. And then there's also, you know, the cinematic aspect of it, which is also freaking amazing. Oh, and also, there's a saving grace here. You get a checkpoint after every 3 points that attack. So, that is amazing. Which means you don't get punished hard for choking, which is great for speedruns. So, I love this fight. It's an amazing ending to the game. Well, I mean, then there's also the post-game, but, well, I'm not going to go over the post-game in this review. I'm just going over the main game. So please, don't ask me about the post-game. I will not be making a review of the post-game. Although the post-game is really fun, but getting 55 stars to do it, unless you know what you're doing, I don't recommend it. So, Adventure 4 2, pretty good. Celestial fight's amazing. Okay, this fight is awesome. You know? It's just so well done, and it's a perfect send-off to this game. And that's why I love it so much, because it does everything that it needs to, and it does that right. And that is why I love it. Because it does what it needs to do. And it does it damn well. So, in summary, the Celestial fight is amazing, and I'm just dragging this on, that way I can finish the fight on screen, because this is a fight worth experiencing in its entirety. You know? Okay, I died. That's fine. So, actually, you know what? I'm gonna cut to the end of the game. Goodbye, Celestial. And that is it for Adventure Forward 2. So, what do I think of the game? I think that this game is amazing, and it does everything that it could, and it does it right. Yeah, it has some weak points, but overall, I'd give it a 9 out of 10. And that will do it for Adventure Forward 2 Points of Conflict.